Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Yard Guy.
Yard guy.
I went out to the farm the other day and I saw my old truck that I used to drive, and I was like, "It smells like regular. She needs premium, dude! Premium! Dude!"
Hey, that smells like regular. She needs premium, dude. Premium! Dude!
Back in the day when I used to drive that truck, I would get so bored behind the wheel that I would mix up my own music at home and listen to it while I was on the road, just to keep me from banging my head through the windshield because I couldn't stand the radio, and whatever was coming through the airwaves was just horrible. So I made a new mix and I posted it to SoundCloud. If you're not a subscriber to my SoundCloud channel, it is soundcloud.com/clockworkoj. I like to post mixes and stuff there, so check it out. I posted one recently called Life Goes On. It was inspired by the Rapture stuff from last week. Anyway, I'm already done at the yard. I went over there this morning. It was cold. There was frost. It was fog, so I waited until like 9:30 to go over there, and then I went over there and I didn't mow. I just raked everything and fertilized. We got fertilizer down for the winter, so it's gonna look good in the next couple of weeks. I'm stoked about that. But I already did the work, so let's check out some articles that I got on my phone. 1/3 of smartphone notifications make our mood worse, research shows. I think it's higher, especially for me. I think it's more like 90% of smartphone notifications. I just got a smartphone because of work. My work provided it. I, for the longest time, had a dumb phone, a little throwaway track phone. And I'll tell you what, man, smartphones make you dumb because you learn to rely on the smartphone. You know that the smartphone will give you the answer, whereas before, I would have to look up and know where the hell I was going before I left the house. Whereas most people just get halfway there and they're like, "Oh, well, I kind of knew how to get there. Look up the address. We'll figure it out from there." I mean, I do it. I told you guys winter was coming. This was on Monday from the Coloradoan. Fall storm brings up to 18 inches of snow to Colorado peaks. The National Weather Service says an early autumn storm is dropping heavy snow in the northern Colorado mountains. That was yesterday. Oh, geez. Taco Bell is launching a clothing line with Forever 21. Who's going to want to wear that garbage? I mean, only idiots would wear that. I seen a guy the other day wearing he was wearing a "I'm loving it" McDonald's shirt. It was just ridiculous. Face reading AI will be able to detect your politics and IQ, professor says. That's not the one I wanted to get to. Gaydar shows how creepy algorithms can get. Imagine what an oppressive government can do with it. Artificial intelligence keeps getting creepier. In one controversial study, researchers at Stanford University have demonstrated that facial recognition technology can identify gay people with surprising precision, although many caveats apply. Imagine how that could be used in the many countries where homosexuality is a criminal offense. Oh, you mean like Egypt? Check out this article. Egypt hunting down gays, conducting forced anal exams. This is out of Cairo. 6 Egyptian men arrested for promoting sexual deviancy and debauchery on social media will be subjected to anal examinations ahead of their October 1st trial, Amnesty International said on Saturday. Oh my God. Gender reversal surgery is on the rise. Gender reversal surgery is on the rise. So why aren't we talking about it? Because there's too much money to be made off of confused little kids. All right, when I was like 8 years old, I could only eat a hamburger that had ketchup and mustard on it. I couldn't stand to have any other condiments on it. Condiments? It's like condoms. Couldn't stand to have any other condiments on my sandwich, Like, it's just, how are kids going to know what sex they are? I think that's messed up, to play on little kids' confusion, especially, it's so messed up. Little kids don't even like the opposite sex when they're little kids. They think they're grody. they're gross, you know, like, ew, good boys are gross, or ew, girls are so stupid, blah, 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 blah. You know, maybe I'm gay. And it's like, well, maybe you are. Maybe you are. We've got a whole team of people who have salaries, and we've got doctors on staff waiting. They get paid by taxpayer dollars. You know, I mean, you think about that. These people get jobs from this stuff. They fan the flames of this confusion, and it's just not, it's not good. I don't think it's good. Wait until you're like 30 years old. That's one thing I picked up out of the Bible is when Jesus was baptized, he was 30 years old. That makes you think, does that mean that you're not capable of making decisions as an adult until you're 30? Or you're not fully developed to make a responsible decision like dedicating your life to God in the form of a baptism until you're 30? Maybe you should wait until you're 30 before you decide to chop off your you know, like before you're going to go under the knife. That's like trans-abled people. Have you seen that stuff? Have you heard about trans-abled people where they'll like purposely like cut off an arm or cut off a limb or something like that because it doesn't feel right for them? I think we've gone too far, people. And we've just gone too far in society. We've gone way too big. We've staved off all of those viruses that should have come and wiped us out and equalized us out a long time ago. You know, and everyone's like, oh, vaccines are so good. And, you've never seen vaccine problem. It's like, you know what? Maybe I have good stock and I don't have to worry about it. You know? And maybe all the people that don't, I mean, look at like, there's so many kids that have so many allergies now. Like 100 years ago, you just wouldn't live. You just would have died. You know, you would have just died. I think we're reaching a point where we are evolving as a species to the point where it's detrimental to our environment around us. I've been rambling way too long. I'm done. I will see you guys next week. Maybe I won't be in front of the wall. Maybe I'll have the energy to... Actually, what happened was I just couldn't get the takes out. I kept trying and trying and trying. I just was not happy with what was coming out the mouth. I was word vomiting. So anyway, maybe next week I'll pull it off. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Yard guy.